Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over Season 31, what my day one path is going to be. We've had a little bit of time now to kind of theory craft, and this is a wild one, man. This is a wild one. Everyone, that has been talking about this tech tree in Season 31, this is probably the craziest, most drastically different tech tree that we've seen since Warships has really been created. So there's a lot to go over. I was talking to a lot of high-level guys, a lot of really competitive players, and, I think a lot of them are a little bit worried about the season, and I think that's good and that's bad. So we're going to discuss all that and more in today's video, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel if you don't want to miss out on the Season 31 live stream. Guys, make sure the Season 31 live stream that I'm going to be doing on Monday morning at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, that's going to be on a different channel this one. That's going to be on my Chicken Gaming channel. I put all my live streams over there, and we do live streams throughout the Warship season. The reason I do that is because I find when I post regular videos along with live streams, one of them suffers because the other one just YouTube, whatever. So I put all my live streams on the Chicken Gaming channel. If you haven't subscribed to that already, I'll put up a link, or you literally just search Chicken Gaming on YouTube, and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. But yeah, if you're not gonna, tune in for the live stream, then it's okay. We're gonna post every single day like we always do for Season 31. So yeah, don't feel like you're gonna be missing out, and we got a lot to go over. So I've got my day one path kind of figured out at this point, at least for what I'm gonna do. Now, I should say I finished at rank 25 last season, so I'm probably gonna have more keys than the average player going into Season 31. Now, what I feel like a lot of people are missing out on is Mechs and Grenadiers and Sparky. We're going to have all three of them at the very start of the season. Now, that's good for the people that don't, if you don't have instant training, Mechs, Grenadiers, and Spark are going to get engine rooms. They're going to clear the base. That's why Shish put them in there, is because it allows you to compete without needing to retrain your troops very quickly to be able to be competitive. They're going to take so long to clear the base that everyone's going to be kind of on an even level. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad they're there. Now, if you have more keys and you are going to be competitive, you have two choices. One, you can either go backwards. You can grab shock launchers, you can grab troop damage, and you can grab warriors. So if you want to double down, now I think it comes down to two things, what determines your path. It's simply the amount of keys that you have. So if you have enough keys to either get to bombers or get very close to bombardiers, I think that is going to be the better path than doubling back down and going for warriors on day one. The reason I say that is because bombers are going to have more long-term potential. We're going to need to get them anyways. And I think warriors are going to have their moment in the sun only for a short period of time. So my plan is to essentially go like this, what I've kind of carved out here at this point. Get our troop health, get our mortars, get our bombardiers, and then we can get our stat nodes. So the stat nodes are very important this season because we have so many of them. We have 250% building health, we have 250% gunboat energy, and we have, I forget what the other ones are, but we're not, the thing is there's a lot of overall stat nodes this season, but there's not, you're not going to be able to get everything. The whole idea with this tech tree is that you're not getting everything, right? You're dedicated, you're kind of stuck to the path that you choose. So, for example, with me getting bombardiers, and then we can go back down, and we want to go to 4 engines right away after that. We don't want to, to go back down after that, we're going to take so long to go back and go to shock launchers that it's not really going to be beneficial to do it at that time anyways. So from there, we just want to go forward. We want to go to 5, maybe get flamethrowers, building health, and a sky shield. I think that's it's hard to say exactly what's going to be, the dominant meta to go from every exact position, but I think that's probably what we're going to want to do is grab our sky shield. Then maybe we'll go back and, we'll either get the GBE or we'll get sniper towers, troop damage, shock launchers. What's interesting about the season right at the beginning is um, we don't have a lot of garbage defenses. Typically, we always have machine guns and sniper towers right off at the beginning, and they're always worth putting points into them because you always have them. They're always there. They're already unlocked. So it's always good putting tokens into them just to have extra buildings, to have more things that the other player has to take down on your base. So we don't have that this season. We don't have a lot of stuff that we're used to seeing. So a lot of this is going to be kind of learning on the fly, which is what makes it so interesting. And we're not really going to know until we know exactly what's what's working. And with warships, you don't really know that until exactly what's happening. So I think that's a big reason. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people aren't, in the more competitive and higher level, players. I think a lot of them don't like the season because they don't know how it's going to go, and it's going to be very confusing. And especially for the Chinese community that take the game extremely seriously, I think they're going to be really, like, a wrench is going to be kind of thrown into that. So now there's not a star reset this season, but I feel like the tech tree is so confusing. It is so different. It's not that it's so confusing. It's just so different. I feel like it's going to be really even. In terms of tech, because it's not as cut and paste like it usually is. Like, it's usually we go to heavies, then we go to bombers, and then you're either going 4 ERs or you're building up your defenses right at the beginning. And this season's a lot different. So yeah, so I mean I think that's gonna be my path, is just go for bombardiers first and foremost. I think that's going to be the biggest kind of focal point at the beginning of the season. I know OP was talking about how he's going to go for warriors, and I think that's very valid. It might even be better. I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is going to go for bombardiers first, and then just kind of push forward, go to that next engine. We got a lot of building health this season, so I want to make sure, since I finished pretty high last season, that I'm taking full advantage of the building health. And I think, whoever gets to the end first and gets that extra 100% building health, like, that's not even just like one stat node, that's 2 stat nodes plus heavy choppers. I mean, whoever's getting to this area at the end of the tech tree first, that's a huge bonus. I mean, look at this. In the last, this will be, a week out of keys before getting the other 2, but look at all this stuff. It's nothing but stat nodes. So it's building health, gunboat energy, Dr. Kavan. We got level 3 prototype. We got a crazy prototype node here. We have level 3 prototypes with the damage amp over here. We have Dr. Kavan. So you really have the choice of going full dirty 6 or pushing ahead and really getting that benefit of 70 Rs with the extra building health nodes. So yeah, man, that's gonna be really interesting. Everything about the season is just interesting because it's so different. We got Reifman over here. They're not a required unlock, so most people probably skip those and then just go straight up through here, right to building health. I think that's probably what I'll do. Is I'll go from 5 right up down the middle, grab building health on the way. Maybe grab the sky shield first, or if we need to save and push ahead. I mean, it's going to kind of remains to be seen. But I think one of the biggest things, if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I think what's the biggest thing is going to be is we don't need to really upgrade mechs. So look at this. We have mechs at 18,600 base health. Now, let's just put into account that they're not really going to be doing anything for damage. So they're not really going to be helping us on offense other than just simply being a scorcher, being a tank, being private bullet, and just taking shots for the bombardiers. So if we upgrade them to, say, max level, I don't have tokens, but we're only getting a couple more thousand health. So to go from 18,000 health to 21,000 health for the sake of, I don't know what it is, close to 1 million tokens, there's not really a lot of value there. So Grenadiers are a little bit different. They're a little bit cheaper. But again, I don't feel like they're worth putting tokens into because we're going to be switching from Grenadiers to Bombers or switching from Grenadiers to Warriors very quickly. So I think the biggest thing right off the bat is just play it safe. Don't go out of the gates and just blow all your tokens and blow all your keys. Just hang back. Let me make the mistakes. Watch the live stream. Let the chicken make the mistakes. And then we'll kind of go from there. So Yeah, that's pretty well what my plan is to just sit back, get to Bombardiers first, and then kind of figure it out from there. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. As always, don't forget to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and subscribe to the Chicken Gaming if you want to see the live stream. And yeah, catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.